flour. We're just going to mix all these things in a bowl. 1 cup of quick oats. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Nutritional yeast is also something that Heather can order for you. You can get it at health food store. Whole wheat flour. 1/4 cup of that. And beef-like seasoning, McKay's beef style seasoning. You can get that at a health food store, or I'm sure Heather can get that also for you. If you want thyme, that's just a regular herb that you can get at the grocery store. And the next ingredient is either like a chicken seasoning or sage. If you want to use chicken style seasoning, Heather can also order that for you. All right, some garlic powder, 1 teaspoon. Cup of diced onions. 1½ cups of water. And 2 tablespoons of Bragg's all-purpose seasoning. This is it right here. You can get it at the health food store, or Heather can order that. You can also get it at Kroger's. So you just mix all this up really good. In order to get it mixed really well, I like to, you don't have to, but since I'm a hospital person, I like wearing gloves. And this will help you get all your ingredients mixed up real well. Just reach in there and just mix it up. All right, then we're going to let that sit for a few minutes. And then we're going to make the broth that this is going to go in. That's real easy. I'm going to go ahead and turn on my griddle here. And let's see. And you just put this right in the dish that you're going to cook it in. That's 3 cups of water. Again, 2 tablespoons of the beef-like seasoning. And 3/4 of a teaspoon garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of the Bragg's. Like I didn't get with a spoon. Just kind of mix it up and it becomes nice and brown. Jonathan loves this, so I made extra this morning so he could have it for lunch before he had to go back to school today. All right. So now we're going to form these into patties, and again, these gloves just keep your hands from getting all sticky. Just do a little bit of that. And then you just form them into patties. Makes a really nice consistency, hold together well. And this makes 8 servings. You get more than 8 patties. That's 2, 4, 5 there. Get 10 or 11 patties out of this, depending on how big you make them. No, go ahead.
The gluten flour, in case you're wondering, you may have heard of a gluten-free diet. The actual protein derived from wheat, like what she was saying, and wheat gluten is not something you want to eat every single day. But one thing you do want to know, some of you guys, if you work out at the gym and you're interested in improving your diet, gluten flour is 75% protein. So from these gluten patties, you would probably get more protein from these than you would actual hamburger steaks. But like I said, the gluten flour is not something that you want to eat constantly every single day because your digestive tract, it'll have a hard time digesting it, sort of like meat, because it has a very meaty texture to it. And I would suggest mixing it with your hands like Tracy's doing, because the more you mix it and knead it, it'll get a little bit tougher and less like a flour and more like a meat texture. But be careful, because if you sit there and do it for 20 minutes, which nobody's going to do that, you might make it too hard, but the better you mix it, the more meaty of a texture it's going to have.
The recipe book says that this one large patty with gravy will give you 12 grams of protein.
That's pretty good.
A lot of times, when I first became vegetarian and vegan, my family was like, "Oh no, where are you going to get your protein?" So you don't have any trouble getting protein on a vegetarian vegan diet. Okay, got these all made now. And I heated my griddle here to 350. Place these in here, and you're going to brown them on both sides. It'd be nice to have a mirror up here so you can see. If you work during the week and you don't have a lot of time during the week while you're working, you can make this on Sunday, and or if you got a big family, you can double the recipe, and then you can have enough for several days during the week. Okay, sure. While that's browning, let me just, since we're videoing this, let me just read off the ingredients to the gluten patties. It says the preparation time is 30 minutes, and the complexity of it is easy. These are easy to make. 1 cup of gluten flour, 1 cup of quick cooking oats, 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast flakes, 1/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 1 to 2 tablespoons of beef-like seasoning, 1/2 teaspoon of thyme, 1/2 teaspoon of chicken-style seasoning or sage, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 cup of diced onions, 1 1/2 cups of water, 2 tablespoons of Bragg's all-purpose seasoning. That's for the patties themselves. And for the broth, you need 3 cups of water, 1 to 2 tablespoons of beef-like seasoning, 3/4 of a teaspoon of garlic powder, and 1 tablespoon of Bragg's all-purpose seasoning. Like we did, we mixed all the dry ingredients We'll pour the wet in there and let it stand for 5 minutes. While that was doing, we made the broth and then make these into patties and brown them on both sides. I can see it starting to brown. You don't have to worry about these being done all the way inside because you're going to cook it for an hour in the oven in the broth. While that's browning on the other side, I will show you the finished product. I don't know if you can see it or not without me pouring it out. After this browns on this side, then we just put it in here, and we cover it up with aluminum foil, and we bake it for 1 hour.
Any questions, anybody?
I have one.
Okay?
Okay, I'm the only one in my house that's not vegetarian. Will I be able to freeze that? Because that's a lot for me.
I think you could. What I would do is I would make the broth, if you weren't going to eat it right away, but you could make these and then freeze the patties, and then just do the broth when you needed it.
Cut the recipe in half.
Yeah, you can cut the recipe in half, however you want. About brown enough. Just put them in the broth. I just take some of the broth and I make sure I get it on top of the ones on top here. And then I take my aluminum foil. And then bake it in the oven for 1 hour.